in on a Paquito.
Let's go!
Let's go!
We did not expect this, but Kid, yeah, that fits the bill. It's a carry.
Carry Kalea.
That is super short range though against the Valier. I'm not a big fan of the carry. Are you like the carry, especially because there's a Gathod already?
I think just maybe they're trying to find somebody to combo with Kalea.
Yeah.
So it's either Beatrix or carry and
They will
against Gathod.
overthink here.
I really do think they kind of overthink. This Paquito pick means that they're expecting Nile picks up an assassin here,
Yeah.
so the Paquito can just mirror the assassin, either the Lancelot or maybe the Nolan.
Yep. This is Fred.
So I think this is just a backshore brethren for me.
But then on Bigatron,
Save my nation from
Okay, they're
falling
just
apart.
going for the Yishin
I was
slot.
about to ask if like they go for the Fredrin, don't they lack damage? 7th and go back to 40%, or will Dewa be the ones to qualify for playoffs as fast as possible? Game 2, Bigatron against Dewa United.
Let's see it. Will the Eastern Shin be the savior of BTR? Or will it be the demise of BTR as Dewa look to just utilize momentum from game 1?
But good news though for BTR, Dewa composition is pretty squishy.
Yeah.
So if BTR can hold out the early game and they can scale up with the Yishin, Falier, Claude, ooh, we're on a trade-off game.
Yeah.
They just need to hold on.
And Eastern Shin's pretty strong as well, level 4, right? For the
Yes.
rotations. That's where usually the power spike starts, if the Eastern Shin doesn't really die as much. But now Emblems by Bayou.
Emblems by Bayou for both teams. For
Yeah.
both XP laner, both fighter emblem with the Festival of Blood. Kin going for the muscle charge. Oh,
so
good
much
bow. The Zubkin Kalea mid lane is just annoying. The pokes are insane. The heals, the sustainability is just off the roof. But this matchup is a pretty interesting one. Paquito against an Arlet. I think Paquito wins this lane, no, Breaker?
Yeah. I think it's, yeah. I think if he just saves the combo.
No.
Oh no. Queller charge taken. Dolan with a steal on the jungler who took his place in BTR.
He called it with a sticker. No, he's
No.
No. But man, Paquito also has that value in the shield, right? It makes him stay alive a bit more longer. You need extra damage to burst him down, and that can buy some time. Maybe it might be overextended here. Nile level 4.
Yeah. Oh, the Purify early, baby!
What?
Whoa, a lack of composure from the gold laner of Dewa United, but they'll get some compensation with Dolan securing the neutral objective early. Mueza walks up very low into the lane, and Iman and Nile. They got a few hits on that turret.
Good trade for Bigatron. They know they can contest for the early objective fight with the Zhuxin, with the Kalea, with the Suyo. They try to trade out in the gold lane and maybe showing a little bit of nervousness, I might say, with the early Purify in which it's not needed. So Bigatron get a fair trade for the turtle for a gold lane kill. I might say it's a 50-50, a fair trade.
Oh, dude, you can already see how Kin's winning this lane. Stone from the minion, a level advantage with the XP Crab. Monopoly.
And he's always on the empowered state.
Look at that, look at that! Esports to play in his turret. Oh, Kin.
And especially with the Kalea already level 4, that's why Shogun needs to play very safe, because it's showing that when you try to freeze out this lane, the enemy are coming, and also now pops up the montage tracker to know where the position of the Dewa players.
Yeah, at least you have extra vision. At least you also have that constant control. But they're looking for a dive to Shogun. I don't think so. They're just gonna get the plating here and possibly, you know, boost Kin's presence in that lane. And once he hits his power spike, he's gonna rotate a lot, try to lock down the players of Bigatron. But now that the pick has become the Eastern Shin, I believe the Eastern Shin is not as susceptible to the Paquito compared to like the comparison we made if potentially, you know, Nile picked up the Lancelot instead of the Eastern Shin.
Because yeah, they have the montage tracker and also the traceless to dodge away.
Traceless,
But again, this Paquito will chase you to the utmost potential with the quantum charge.
Yeah, because you have to reset the auto attacks as well, right?
Yes. But again, Finn is just playing this laning phase immaculate. He always on the empower state with the damage reduction ready and also the movement speed so they can gank him. And BTR is looking, trying to find something in the mid lane, but I don't think so.
Oh! Final slash from Shogun! Walked over the Crimson Beacon. Mueza couldn't get the Tsunami Slam. And that's a bait of resources. Now with no Crimson Beacon, Kin in the bush. Looking for the damage now over on him. Kin with a knockout strike in the back, but that's going to be way too aggressive from Kin. He's still able to survive with the damage reduction. That did a lot for the team. Now BTR looking to regain control over the neutral objective. Mueza still has the Tsunami Slam. That's a Lantern Flare over on Finn, who's going to be able to take some damage. That's Tsunami Slam. Shogun with the final stage to land, and now Moreno in the back line is now able to get the arrow, and that's another kill.
Winning.
Moreno and Nile back to back with a kill. Moreno's thrown back, Dolan. So 7 of the neutral objective goes in the hands of Nile.
Oh, that was front and back and forth for both teams. Nile gets the XP grab as well. That's a small win at least for the Bigatron jungler.
A lot of things happens in that fight. I don't think Mueza get the right Tsunami Slam. His Tsunami Slam, I think Finn, and that's why they cannot burst out anyone, especially with the carry not yet finished a single item. He just finished the
Trojan side.
So yeah, I think they need to play slow. Kin was kind of overzealous there, thinking that he's unkillable, but again, with the Fleer, with the Yushinshin, with the Arlet, which has a lot of backup punch in the early game, especially with the Vengeance stack reset by Moreno, with the Fleer stun. So again, a beautiful fight from BTR all in all. And Dewa needs to reset and try to find someone better for the Tsunami Slam.
Is it the Paquito that doesn't really have the damage, or is Shogun still quite tanky as a target? Because like he goes for the Dreadnought armor, his first item as well. The component, he has that Fury Hammer quite a bit. Sweeps away the minion, the skin. Stuck in the back.
Oh, Shogun gets caught on the knockout strike. Vengeance there goes to the other angle. Meanwhile, up top, it's Finn who has to pop the Revitalize in reaction to the Tsunami Slam of Mueza. A turret down below for a turret up top. Now pops in the Mountain Shocker, throws it at maybe, gets a chunk of damage on that health bar. Kin still looking for the 1v1 in the bottom lane. Knockout strike twice. Shogun with a Vengeance. Now final slash doesn't land. Kin, amazing spacing.
This is actually what we talked about. I think Mirko mentioned it as well. Very short range from Dewa. So that once the Yushinshin comes in, it's quite hard for you to traverse around the team fights. And the Mountain Chakra just eats the carry from the inside, forcing you to pop the Purify somehow. In certain cases when it is that dire, but so far, at least maybe only one death.
And especially when the Ice Cream one's done from Moreno, I think Dewa will have a hard time to navigate the fight.
You can't kite, right?
You cannot kite
That's
from the
effectively.
clear, yeah. And BTR having the gold lead, 400 gold lead, 500 gold lead with this composition, it means they're in a very good state for them.
Actually. And Dewa are not committing on the neutral objective. Goes to show you the lack of setup in their composition, right? It's just Mueza. He's the guy who can initiate. They don't have that screening or initiation hero on Kin.
Yeah.
And again, Dewa, their lineup is quite squishy as well. Sure, you have the sustainability from Mueza with the Surge of Life passive.
Kin.
That's about it. Kin in the back.
They revealed the shots now.
I want to poke Eman, but again, BTR holding.
Wait.
Kin?
Kin way too aggressive. The Mountain Shocker already there. They pop it in. The neutral objective gets to a quarter of HP, but it's going to be reset by BTR. Mountain Shocker down. That's going to be Shogun with the final stack. Able to lock him down with the Mountain Shocker as well. An all-in over on Mueza, but he's able to flicker out now. That's going to be Shogun jumping with Vengeance and the AOG out of there by Finn. Dewa, Octa, Lantern Flare on Shogun, picking him up and throwing him back, but there's no one there to follow up, and now BTR have lost their cycles. Dewa, in a long team fight, they can still play. They go in, Finn is able to go in, that's going to be Crimson Beacon, and Eman pops in the Purify and the Blazing Duet. The neutral objective goes to the hands of Dolan.
High level
Kin.
dance.
Mueza with a jump, Shogun gets caught in the knockout strike, now goes over to Vengeance, the Mountain Shocker! Lands, and that's the reset as Nile gets a double. 2 for 1, Shogun for Kin and Mueza.
I think I don't ever want to doubt Nile on the Yushinshin anymore. He's been playing exceptionally well.
Hold on now.
Hold on, okay.
Those misses on the Mountain Shocker last week, we don't see it anymore.
Okay, we don't see it anymore. But again,
It's not bad.
it's not bad. This game actually gets the trade that he wants. He doesn't care about the objectives.
AOG? Dolan zoned away. Octa with the Lantern Flare, but Nile picks up a turret in the mid lane and it pushes the lead to 1,000.
Good siege. Getting the tower down mid in mid lane means more map control for BTR, especially with the Mountain Shocker. They can control all the map in the mid lane, especially with the Arlet too. That can just initiate with a flicker final slash. Dewa trying to recapitulate, getting the tower up top. And again, Eman sieging down bot, and this is what we're talking about, guys. Moreno finishing up the Ice Skin 1. It was a pretty hard fight for Dewa, but with the Ice Skin 1 done now.
Jump here.
So
all in on
slow.
Mueza. His flicker is up in 2 seconds, but he's gonna die before that.
So slow.
What was that by Mueza though? He knows the passive. I mean, not passive, he knows the ultimate of Moreno on the Valier.
Yeah, look at the control that the Valier has. It slows you down. Very immobile when the Valier is out there taking shots. But at least the silver lining for Dewa is that they have that side lane pressure from the Paquito. This Paquito can be ever so existent. Yeah. Agent Mueza?
But again though, Kin is opting for the semi-tank build with the Borax and Oracle. So I don't really like this Paquito build because I feel like it's so half-half. The damage is not as apparent as a full damage Paquito in which Cars built last week. But again, it's not also very sustained for the Paquito to build like this.
Oh, Finn walking up, trying to bait out Mueza. This time he has Flicker. But the Mountain Shocker reveals all of them. There's no way for the opening here. That's a free neutral objective. And with the Blazing Duet and the Mountain Shocker from Nael. Mueza gets caught by the stun. Kin cannot walk forward, or he'll catch those flames from Moreno.
Beautiful execution from Bigatron, pulling the trigger in the right time. Kin was nowhere to be seen, and they were able to go for Dewa United. Again, the lack of setup.
And then Ice Cream 1, man, it's paying dividends for Bigatron.
No, Mountain Shocker with a jump baits out the Flicker and the Crimson Beacon, and the Lord still very healthy.
Man, at this point, if I was Nile, I would go for this guy, Piercer. I wouldn't care, because he has enough damage. He has that snowballing lead in his own pocket. Dewa, how do they stop this?
Man, I really want to say that BTR has this game, but I know Miracle will
Hey,
count out.
Never say that. Never say that. Hey,
We don't say that. We don't talk about
We
it.
don't talk about- Okay then, but again, I think BTR is a very good spot. They have 4K gold lead, especially with the double martial composition with the Yi Shanshin and the Claude. And also we have the... And I think this is a much better composition rather than the Yves in the mid lane, because you have the Flair, which is a utility mid lane. And with the Ice Queen 1 done, it gets Moreno so much playmaking ability with the AOG.
An early AOG, the Mountain Shocker lands in the back line. It's Blazing Duet, oh my god! They shredded down Octane Mueza! That was done from the Maestro! Now with a triple, he's gonna go over to dive, but Moreno picks up the kill. Now it's gonna be Maybe, who's able to get to the base in time. But Bigatron by Vitality will get game number 2, ladies.